We did want to do a juxtaposition to what we covered with ladies and explain what is truly toxic about some men is weak men. So you might ask, what is weak men? And so weak men can be summed up in a few ways, but we would say men that lack emotional intelligence. So an example of that can be, say, like your gamer bros that are so in love with their video games that they've got posters of their favorite video game character, like girl character in the background, their fantasy like video game girlfriend. Does anybody want to take damage? Please!
Like this guy literally just shot. Oh! F me! That's the f Oh! F
Pero no me tapes, eso entra. Se me ha craseado, bro. Look, ven.
Some of the anime guys that fall in love with these anime girls with these huge cartoon bosoms and boobs and babes.
Hardcore K-pop guys,
yeah. Or it could be the K-pop type guys that are very, very romantic in a very Disney type way, where they're sitting on stage and they're doing African American hip hoppy dance moves and dressing like an African American, but not respecting or giving a shout out to African Americans. Essentially, culturally appropriating R&B music.
For years, the faces of effeminate men have dominated East Asian pop culture. But now, Chinese pop stars and actors, once famous for their feminine looks, are slowly changing their appearance to be more masculine.
The Education Ministry's response to a top political advisor's call for more physical education to make boys more masculine has triggered fierce online debate.
什么叫男人？你们现在还不能称作是男人。
You can't be called men yet.
现在是娘炮泛滥，知道吗？
Sissy men are everywhere now, showing guns, tanks, war, military, men doing manly stuff, saving people. They have movies that resemble our old movies from the 80s, the 70s and 80s, action movies. Yeah, you know, you don't have to agree with the CCP on anything or whatever, but at least on certain points, they get it right.
You know what's off limits in China right now? Girly men in the movies. September 3rd, Amazon released its remake of Cinderella. This is news to me. I haven't caught the movie yet. This is featuring Billy Porter, whom I've never heard of, in the role of a genderless fairy godmother. So he's a guy, but he's like from what I take it from the costume, he's like a flamboyant, gender-bending fairy godfather mother. Officials in China have called for, quote, resolutely putting an end to sissy men and other abnormal aesthetics on television. The party also instructed entertainment producers not to cast actors with, quote, lapsed morals and incorrect political positions. And they're banning reality shows that feature the children of stars, arguing that these promote a, quote, unhealthy preoccupation with vulgar internet celebrities, as well as an admiration of wealth and celebrity.
And this little boy is actually B.I. Yeah, the B.I. that you know. Okay, and they're going off in a fucking stick. They're taking him off in a fucking stick. I just can't. There was a time when no one really cared about cultural appropriation.
Rubbing chicken wings?
And it looks like they're going to fry those stuffed wings.
Oh, Korean fried chicken is by far the best fried chicken on the face of the earth.
And you know why? Because it was taught to Korean cooks by African-American GIs after World War.
If I had a mic, I'd drop it right now. Great fact.
Welcome to my palace, champagne in your chalice.
This is my palace, champagne in my chalice.
Let's take it from the top, hot box. Booming sticks, then drops the pure rocks.
Hold up, let's take it from the top, hot box. Gets my swerve on, floors pure rocks.
Make a touch upon it. Make a rub, make a love, make a rub, make a touch upon it.
Happy riding in the city. Make a go, make a see your body, body.
No, they do like bolo.
Baby, don't like a bullo.
This is something new, the Casper Slide Part 2. This is something new, the Casper Slide Part 2.
지루한 이 party 속에 날 춤추게 하는 건 이 star. que cara, cara.
First things first that I want to speak on is this. A member of TO1 wore a do-rag during KCON in LA, and they were performing that. And we didn't know that he had the do-rag on until he took it off at the part where the, yeah, nigga, that part. Yeah, nigga. Mamamoo, Stray Kids, BTS, J Park, and Hypen, aespa, Dreamcatcher, Blackpink. It's like every time it's like Miska, like every time, every single time. It's like you get hit with something every week. Body shot, headshot, dreadlocks, do-rag, putting all this imagery of other cultures. One, could be for publicity. Two, they could actually being appreciative of the culture. Or three, they're mocking it.
I was full Korean and people were aware of that. They just called me gamdumi.
That's not a nice word.
That's not.
A while ago. Yeah. 감둥이.
Oh, it means nigger.
You said the N-word. I don't know how to spell it, so I don't know what it means.
We're sorry to say it, but it's like racism. Bad word.
It's a bad word?
Yeah, it's rude.
It's rude?
Yes.
What does it mean, like?
Skin tight.
Oh,
the
for black people?
Yeah. We don't think that as a good way to call people either.
Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you.
During the 2015 summer package, Jimin made the comment that if he got too tanned, he might be so dark that they wouldn't be able to see him in their upcoming music video.
That's essentially what K-pop is. Yeah. But anyhow, these type of guys are very Disney about their idea of love and romance, and it's not realistic down to a day-to-day standard that it isn't necessarily fully respected, and that and another example of that also can be your emo rock guys.
With your heart on the line, I really fucked it up this time. Deny my dare.
Together part, bro. I don't give a shit. This is a motherfucking complicated,
Oh hell no! With the cut hair to the side and the blue hair dye, your Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance type guys. A lot of these dudes, these are people that I've come in contact with. Some of them are cool. And a lot of them I really found enduring, just like my gamer bros. Like, I'm a gamer as well. Like, I grew up playing video games as well. Yeah. And there's some of the most cool dudes because they just like tech and they just like colors and they just like art or whatever. But they lack sometimes a gauge on reality. It's almost like they live in a VR fantasy of what, they think love should be like without understanding traditionally what male and female roles are. And men have to stick according to tradition because we don't have the luxury of not being masculine at any given point. If someone breaks into this house or apartment or wherever, we're look like we have to defend it, right?
Oh, yeah, there's no one in the
right?
house.
Otherwise, like her, your lady's attraction might dry up. Like,
Well, it definitely does. You know?
Sound effect. ASMR, okay? I'm sorry, it's a little inappropriate, but whatever. Enjoy it.
It definitely does. And to go back to what Kels was saying is not living in the reality of the world and having, I think, I like games. I like gaming. I like the art around it.
Yeah,
but I also
like
live
tech, man. Yeah.
in the real world. So you have to understand that these are two separate things. And a lot of these men live in this virtual world where people are creating women that are not real.
Yeah.
So you're falling
avatars.
Yeah. So you're falling in love with women that are not real women.
Yeah.
So a lot of women who back these guys, you realize you're backing men who are in love with women that are not real.
Yeah.
So that in itself should freak people out.
Yeah,
is
that might be a red flag to a lady for sure. If she really assesses it and go, man, this guy, he plays his games for like 12 hours.
And look at the women around his room.
Yeah, he's got a bunch
of the triple D's or
triple
G's or whatever they are. And her waist is about this big.
Hentai girls everywhere.
You know? But somehow waist proportion to everything is out of whack, and he's like, this is my dream girl, but you still think this is the type of man that you want to lead, or that you think is most appropriate to start a family with you.
When he's detached from reality.
Exactly. And that's what Kels was talking about, is these people, majority of them, which is sad to say, they don't live in our reality, our real world.
Yeah.
And because of that, that's why a lot of them are the way they are. They will jump to your defense because in their cartoons, that's what the dudes do too.
Yeah, that's literally what they do. Yeah,
they do. The cartoons or what in the game. Sorry, actually both.
Yeah,
they be jumping to these ladies' defenses, and also if you think about it, if you ever watch some of the stuff they watch, some of these games are very perverted.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of girls don't watch it or play it or whatever it is, but they are very perverted.
From most assuredly having sex with his girl to getting beat up and moving back with his family.
Granny, don't!
Darius James.
Hey guys, if you want to watch more clips, click here.
And if you want to watch the full podcast, click right here.